wasn't very sure how to do this, or if I was even going to do this video, but I'm going to give you an explanation on one of my favorite OC lores ever from an RP. So yeah, strap in. The characters that I will be talking about will be on the side, and trigger warning before we get in. This lore is very deep. There is mentions of the explicit body parts, killing, exploitation, and kidnapping. And being drunk and aggressive. So if that doesn't sound like something you can handle, please don't interact. Anyway, getting on with the story. On a stormy night, the she-cat was born into the royal family of the moon. She was destined to be their queen as the eldest daughter. But, as luck would have it, she was born into a broken family. The queen, her mother, was broken, emotionally absent. Her father, abusive, loud, and strict on her. She learned not to stay near the castle, but yet to venture out. But, as she got older, her mother had given birth to 2 more sisters. Another beautiful she-cat, and the youngest, a darling little deer who was shy, small, and quiet, unlike the middle child. Her father eventually got better, but it didn't matter to her. She still remembered what he did. She did not care for the middle child, only just a caring sense. But when it came to her youngest sister, she hated her. She wanted to use her claws and rip her throat out. It was not fair that her mother's love and her father's dedication was given to her. She was supposed to be queen. She was supposed to be favorite. What was so special about this one? So upset, she decided to go out for a bit. She couldn't be around her mother, her father, and any of her sisters. Not even the castle staff could calm her down. She trotted off, her paws underneath her. She was not ready to face her family, not even wanting to look at them. But on this trip, instead of finding magic or something to take away her problems, she found a quite tall Tom who was very handsome for his age. Startled by this, she decided she would talk to this Tom. She never felt this way about any cat. Not resentment, hate, but just love. But it couldn't be, honestly. She was too young, and he would never see someone like her. She was pretty blunt, yelling out that she would like to be friends with him. She wasn't really good with talking at this age. She never really talked to anyone in her family. Certainly not the maids, not her sisters, not even the plants or other cats her age. He wasn't rude, he was just different, kind and sweet, unlike any other cat she had ever met before. He called her Princess, made her feel all giddy inside, but it's just a simple crush for her age. But there was something that she couldn't shake the feeling of, that she would see him again, or that she already knew him. She shook off the feeling. She didn't want to think about it. Her whole life she had to think about stuff. This time, she wouldn't have to think about anything. Just to get a nice talk with him. They talked and talked till the moon set, and she realized her parents might be concerned, or maybe not. She did one thing, though. She kissed him and ran away. She thought it wouldn't be anything more, so she would like to show him what she felt before she never saw him again. But that morning, he had come to her window. He had climbed up. His paws were scraped, and he had some blood on his fur from getting caught and having to run away. But she was flattered. They'd see each other days and days. As she grew old, he was exiled for killing his brother. She didn't think he would do something like that. She wasn't disgusted, but she was proud. She couldn't tell anyone that, though. It would be such a disgrace. She grew up thinking maybe when she was older that people would like her, appreciate her. Maybe becoming queen would help. But then she was told that her younger sister would take the throne, her middle sister after, and then, if she was still alive, she would inherit the throne after her two sisters. The middle child declined as she wanted nothing to do with royal duties or life. She honestly just wanted to stay in the palace. Her parents were not thrilled with that, but Chad, I'm dying, I forgot to mention her name. Her name is Silver Spoon. The middle child's name is Monarch Bird, and the youngest sister's name is Deer Lily, but everybody just calls her Deer. Yeah, and the mate's name is Blaze. So sorry about that, Yang. I forgot to mention that, but anyway, on with the story. Sorry for this. It had been 2 years since she was declared the Princess of Nothing, her sister getting the crown and marrying the Prince of the Sun. She had been stuck behind everyone in life. She decided to take back what she wanted. She became a murderer, murdering for fun pesky rodents, she-cats, male cats, anyone who would sit and stay for as long as she needed. But something interesting she found while on her murder spree, and nobody knew who murdered those people. She was called the Masked Belle. Nobody found out. She had found him. It was Blaze, her one true love from childhood. He looked even more handsome than he did all those years ago. Everything about him, nothing had changed. She missed him, ran up to him and cried. She missed him so. He sat down, calming her, using his tail to wipe her tears. He loved that woman so. He found out she was the masked bloody murderer. She was proud, delighted, and honestly, head over heels. They talked and talked for hours, and then a small little kitten ran out of the bushes yelling, "Mom, Mom!" She turned, horrified. She remembered that her new child and her mate that she was set up with had been following her, trying to get her to listen to her parents. Blaze felt something for this child, compassion almost, but he ran behind the bush as her mate came out, stammered some excuse about some prey lying around, and she smelt it. He didn't quite believe her. He was always quite rude. He never laid a paw on her, though. Screamed at her, sure, but that didn't brush her ego at all. After a while, he left, knowing he couldn't do anything about her. She sat there, quite content with how everything went. She wasn't happy about her life. She called out to Blaze, asking for a little favor. One favor that he had to keep from childhood. And so, they had a plan. She turned to Blaze, talking to him in a quite seducing voice. She had always done that with Blaze. She always knew it would get her exactly what she needed. She devised a plan that she would kidnap the queen and her mate, lock them in a tower, and some other things that would have to wait, and then she'll explain. After using a magic potion to lure her sister and her mate into the lair, she locked it and hit them both in the head. Her mate calmed her down from not killing them right there. She decided to wait till they woke up, but decided to explain the plan to Blaze. They were going to take the king, and she was going to marry him, saying that her sister was mentally ill and was taken, kidnapped, and poisoned, and she thought that if she married the king, she could become queen and help. Everything was going to plan, but the king was looked at as a quiet and never-seen man. She couldn't have that. She didn't want to have that. She wanted popularity. She wanted fame. She wanted respect. She didn't just want to be the queen. She wanted to be the emperor of every realm. So, she took over the Sun Kingdom as well. She used the Sun King, giving him a potion to turn him from dog to cat, so it would be easier for her to pick on him. She used him for interviews, drugged him, did everything she possibly could to make his life miserable. King, or should I say his real name, Dovesong, never tried to be rude, but always came off as rude and uninviting to her. She hated everyone except Blaze. She gave Blaze the job of being his manager, as he became quite popular with the media, the people. Everyone wanted a picture with him, an interview, so he needed a manager. Blaze became his manager, but he was ruthless and cold. If something didn't go right, or if something was off timing, if he didn't like the outfit or anything, he would hit him, smack him, kill him. Not kill, but hurt him enough to where he passed out for hours. He would drug him and then use him for magazines, sex ones. The Sun King didn't know what to do. He cried out for his mate, who sat there on the floor, thinking about what she could have done wrong. She always wanted her sister to love her. She didn't know what she could do. But the only thing that Blaze Silver Spoon wanted was fame and power. She set up a time and a date for their wedding, and during that she would abuse both of them, hurting them badly so they couldn't fight back. The maids were not allowed up in that tower, saying it was a changing room for both of them, not to come and clean or anything. But one maid got curious, but curiosity killed the cat. And so, another murder was happened. She blamed it on her psychotic sister, so if anybody found out, she could say she was crazy. And the wedding day came. Everything was perfect until her sister kissed him. The spell was broken, and he finally realized, everybody realized, she was cast out from the kingdom and banished with her mate. Furious, she needed something. This couldn't be how it ended, right? After months and years of decades of planning, how many moons she used, how many lives she took, she decided to go to the old cat that resided in the dark, murky waters. She took a spell from him, using a portal to go back and change when everything went wrong. And so she did. And nobody knows what has happened since. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Holy shoot. Oh god, I can't curse on YouTube. Oh god, I cannot say how long this video took to make. It didn't actually take that long actually. But talking a lot and saying all that is crazy to think about. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating. It's 12 a.m. I am tired. No, I'm not. Actually, I could go for some food right now. But anyway, thank you for watching, gang. I don't know what this was. This is purely for fun. If I ever do another RP with this character, I surely will update you guys. And if you want more stuff like this, like comment down below, give me subscribers, tell me, gang. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching till the end, gang. It's 14 minutes. Oh my god, I don't even know if YouTube's gonna let me post this. But anyway, yeah, thank y'all. Bye.